honor and glory out to
Yahawah, Ba'Shem, Yahawashi, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
To the apostles and elders of James out of New York, we want to send double honors to the elder bishops out of Connecticut. We want to send double honors because they do rule well, having taught us these precepts and everything else. For the hopeful electors out there, actually for the brothers that's out there pushing the truth, we send a hearty shalom. For the hopeful elect, we hope this is satisfying. Okay, we're just going to open up with something because I was just sitting here and I was thinking of something and it came to my mind that there's nothing too hard for the Lord, so the supernatural ain't super to Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Okay, so with that, I'm going to open up with this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17. I'm going to go at about 3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. So the Lord was plaguing the motherfucking Egyptians and whatnot in Egypt with shit that had their ass going the fuck off. They couldn't see light. They couldn't this. The darkness was so thick that they could feel it and touch it, and these types of things. Now, to anybody else, that would be like, how the fuck did he pull that off? But to the Lord, because we sent Yahawashi down here doing that night, that shit was simple. That was child's play for him.
That's right.
Okay? You know, as they say, like that would be like you sitting out here at night and a fog come in. You can close your eyes. You may not see the fog, but you can feel when the fog came in on.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And this is that type of thing. Y'all don't understand. We serve a living power that there is nothing that's above or too hard for him. Read that, Yahya.
This is the book of Genesis. Chapter 18 and verse 13. The Lord said to Abraham, why did Sarah laugh and say, shall I indeed bear a child now that I am old? Verse 14 is
You got to go up, Salaga, brother.
Yeah,
you got to go up.
Told you to go stand 10 toes down on it.
Yeah. Start at 11.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 11. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, advanced in years. The way of women had ceased.
What you reading? That's not the KJV.
You reading New World Order?
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 11. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure?
So she didn't believe that the Lord was saying what he was saying or whatnot. Like, seriously? How am I going to bear a kid as old as I am? Right. This nigga on drugs. Go ahead.
Shall I have pleasure, my Lord being also old?
Right. And if you look at the account of that, we don't have the exact numbers, but they're saying Abraham was 99 and Sarah was 90 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so he was 99 or going on 100.
Right.
She was 90 years old.
Right.
Well past motherfucking childbearing time.
Well past. So this is truly a miraculous thing that the elder was going into. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of a surety bear a child which am old?
This one's a lot. Go ahead.
Verse 14, is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have her son.
Oh, shit.
Right.
So Yahawashi was speaking through an angel. I'm going to be back, bitch.
Right.
I'm going to stick myself in your womb.
Right.
That's it. Hey. Enjoy when it comes down, because I'm about to make Abraham get it in, girl.
Right.
You gonna get one of them fun nights like you was when you were 25.
Right.
He gonna get it in. Hey. No unnecessary medicines needed.
Exactly.
He gonna get it in. He gonna bust, and you gonna get pregnant that night. So that's what this is about. There's nothing too hard for the Lord. I'm going back to that. Wisdom of Solomon, 17. I'm gonna go at 18. Whether it were a whistling wind or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently, all this shit had them terrified. Or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or a running that could not be seen, skipping beasts, or a roaring voice of most savage wild beasts, or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains. These things made them to swoon with fear. These people were scared to fuck of sounds. The Lord had them fucking terrified of sound. So if he can magnify sounds and have your ass to be scared, and he's also known as the king of terror. Is this the one you want to fuck with? Right. There's nothing too hard for him. He can bust your heart with an appearance of something that is just that. It's an appearance. It ain't even there.
Where'd you stop at?
I stopped at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 19. Okay? So the Lord can terrorize your ass. The Lord can terrorize your ass in the worst way, making you fearful of things that he put in your psyche in the first place.
Right.
Gotta get your heads right.
That's right.
Gotta try to understand and do the things you need to be trying to do. Because, like I said, what they say, it's a fearful thing to what?
Fall into the hands of the Most High.
Fall into the hands of the living power. This is not something to be played with. This is not something to be fucked over. This is not something to take lightly. This truth is real. And the things that he's going to do coming up to prove his power or to let Yahawashi prove his power this time around is going to be fundamentally so far out there because they never going to have to do it again. They ain't never going to have to open this up. They ain't never going to have to open up this book of worms again to prove to the world who they are.
That's right.
Yahawah is never going to have Yahawashi open up another can of whoop ass to prove who they are.
That's right.
After this ass whooping that comes down with the nuclear weapons that's been given to mankind to destroy himself per the will of Yahawashi. He's never going to have to open up this can of worms again to get your attention because once this happens, them chariots that was drawn on the damn back there in Egypt on the walls, they're gonna be out here openly. They're gonna be no third, fourth dimension.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay, whatever y'all got, come on with it.
I got one real quick.
Go ahead.
This Matthew 19 and 26.
Yeah, he stole my
precept.
precept.
It says, but Yahawashi told them and said unto them, with man this is impossible, but with Yahawah all things are possible. And that's plain. All things, the Lord can make all things happen, man. See, with us, we in these chains of darkness, we think we can make things happen. We gotta go to the Most High of all things, man.
Right. For one of all things.
For one of all things, man. Now, we can't make nothing happen. But the Lord can make everything happen. There's nothing that the Lord can't do.
Okay.
That's right. I got another right quick. This is Numbers 11 and 23, I think the point is.
Yep.
This is the Lord just showing his majesty and his power, you know what I mean? Because that's what he does. It says, this is
together. Come up with your scripture.
Yep, this is Numbers 11 and 20. And they was complaining in the wilderness that they was hungry and wasn't eating.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, he did a whole bunch of shit out there. That's what I said. Though, Israel is some of the... Oh, there go new chemtrail.
Right.
Up there. Israel is some of the dumbest motherfuckers that you ever want to come across. How are you going to be less than 120 days out and have Aaron build you another gold calf god when you just watched the Lord do all the things that he did?
Man, what did he do in Egypt? It was off the chain. In Goshen, it was light. In Egypt, it was dark. You know what I mean? He rained down hail and fire. So this is just one of the examples, you know what I mean? This is out of Egypt. They in the wilderness complaining about they had nothing to eat. It's Numbers 11:18. And he told Moses, he said, say unto thy people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh. For ye have wept in the ears of Yahawah, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore Yahawah will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. So he's complaining in the desert. They crying about hunger. They wanted some flesh.
Man, we was eating them quails and shit back in the motherfucking Egypt, man. You got us out here, we eating this fucking manna and shit, man. Man, even though that manna was tasting like anything you wanted it to taste.
Exactly.
Had any texture you wanted it to have.
Right.
Hey. He had them in the matrix on a whole different level because the manna had absolutely all the nutrients and everything you ever needed, and then some.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He says, and ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days.
Ooh.
But even a whole month until it comes out of your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you.
Oh, you gotta love the Lord. You want some flesh? I'm gonna make you eat so much motherfucking flesh that you gonna get tired of flesh.
Yeah, exactly. You motherfucking crybabies.
Bullshitting ass motherfucker.
Right. It says, because thou ye have despised Yahawah, which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt? You know what I mean? So they whine and complain in the desert.
Why you brought us out?
Why you bring us out of Egypt and we ain't got no chicken?
Why you bring us out of slavery?
Power.
Look what they complain about. Why you bring us out of slavery? It was Hollywood Shuffle. Why y'all want to lead a master? he feed us on a Monday.
Right.
He do this. What he say? He beat us on a Saturday.
Right.
Why y'all, Robert Townsend, why y'all want to lead a master?
Right.
Oh my God. Go ahead, man.
And Moses said, the people among whom this is what Moses' reply was. And Moses said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month. Did you hear that number? 600,000 soldiers.
That's just men.
That's just men.
That ain't the women and the children.
Y'all listen to this. Let me repeat that. He said, Moses said, thy people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month.
Man, you gonna have so much motherfucker. You gonna have some, hey.
In the desert. Ain't no chicken shack out there. Ain't nothing out there. In the desert.
Hey. What Malcolm would like to say, how can McDonald's be having billions and billions served? It ain't that many cows in the planet.
And for a month. And this is what Moses said. He said, shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them? Nope. Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? And so Moses was saying,
how you gonna do this?
How you gonna do this? There wasn't enough fish, enough herds to get for 600,000 people. So Moses was looking at it from his mind, his eye.
His limited mindset of how you gonna give 600,000 men and their families enough food that they gonna get tired of meat out here in the middle of a fucking desert.
And listen what Yahawashi said to him. And Yahawah said unto Moses, is Yahawah hand waxed short?
Ooh.
Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. So if you read the rest of that story, not only did he feed them, he did all types of miracles out there that you can't be explained in the desert.
Oh yeah, had Moses crack a motherfucking stone and have water flood out. And now they found that stone, big ass stone. I didn't realize how big it was. They saw a motherfucker standing next to it. Stone taller than your garage.
Dang.
Stone is taller than your garage, and it flooded. And they said the well on it was a great amount of water came through it. and whatnot. So he cracked the stone. You got over 600,000 people, and he made enough water to give all them water out there in the fucking desert.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 32 and verse 27. It say, "Behold, I am the Lord Yahawah, the Lord Yahawah of all flesh. There is anything too hard for me?"
All right.
And that's a question, straight to the point. Like, is anything too hard? The Lord can do all things, man. That's why
right.
we serve a great, wonderful power, man.
That's right.
Hey, when we was fighting the Amorites or any one of these other heathens, hey, the Lord came through for us.
That's right.
He stopped the fucking time for us to kill the Amorites, man.
That's right.
He like you said, he bagged up the sun for a king. He
gave Hezekiah more life.
Yeah. 14 more years.
That's it. So there's nothing too hard for the Lord. And he said that. Is there anything too hard? What did he say? Is my hands too short? Can I not reach down there and do what I need to do?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? We have so many accounts of that. The prophets raising people from the dead through the power of Yahawashi.
People healing themselves by just being around them. Just
touch a bone, dead bone, and got healed.
Hey, what she said? If I touch his garment, some people was putting them out. Was it Peter or Paul? So if his shadow touched him, he was being hit. Motherfuckers being healed.
That's right.
Give a break, man.
Yeah, this is just like the elder was going into. There's nothing too impossible for the Lord. Period.
So the supernatural ain't super for the Yahawashi and whatnot. They can do all things within what ain't no within. They can do all things. Period. In the conversation right there.
Yeah.
Whatever you got, finish that up.
I ain't got nothing else.
All right, then. You got anything down there, Yah? Hard to see down there. You got dark down here, right? So with that, we're gonna send all praises, honor, and glory out to
Yahawah B'Hashem, Yahawashi B'Hashem Rekakadash.
Again, to the apostles and elders of DMS out of New York, the Bishops out of Connecticut. We're gonna send double honor Sunday doing well. For you brothers out there on the corners pushing this truth, a hearty shout of warm. For the hopefully that we hope this is edifying. For the Aqua, the pure and true, the business, sincerity, charity, keep doing so. For the squad of South, representing 2/3 Israelites, there's 17 other nations that are going to be subject to Jacob's trouble, and it's getting worse. To you all, above.